What's up, guys? Hopping in, gonna play some red white painter. I've been bouncing around the gamut, red everything, but today I was like, let's just try something fun, red white. I've yet to try swords really in a red shell for painter, so we'll give that a shot too because I just wanted to have some fun, play some Comet too. So it goes hand in hand. I have 4 Arid Mesa. Hope it doesn't upset anybody. I know, four of the same fetch land drives people crazy. Couldn't part from Fury. Fury just cleans up the board pretty well. E-Canonist is pretty good. 4 Engineer to tutor it up. We have 3 Welders, 6 Blasts, and the same. The song remains the same, pretty much 2 Plateaus, and pretty straightforward. 2 Grindstones. I'm running 3 Grindstones, been pretty good, but this list is just kind of something I whipped together. Red Elemental Blast the sideboard. I think Mindbreak Trap is good. Thorn of Amethyst. And yeah, let's hop in, see what we can find. Let me just download the deck real quick. Yeah, I really have no. I have plateaus for my swords. Now that I think about it, like the 4 swords and no, like not that I need a basic blames, but we'll see how it runs today. Might be a little bit of a problem, but try it. Good hand. Let's try this. Hopefully it's a creature deck. That's good. I'm not a fan of I like 2 color decks are fine, but it's like in my opinion, like mono red has everything it needs. I've said it 1,000 times. And then we start splitting colors, trying to go different routes, start to get into some trouble. Um, Whereas it could just be monocolor and be fine. So see if he what was your thoughts? Sees me. Looks like a probably storm variant. See what card he goes after. I have 2 of each, so it's pretty cool. I remember the days you see dark depths decks and stuff. You don't see that anymore. It's like the format's different. Picks a pedal. That's a cool pick. I like that. I don't think any of these cards matter to this kid, so it's kind of weird. To be honest with you, I think he's just like Storm and just die. Probably looks that way. I'll hit anything red, anything blue. I mean, that makes sense. If this is a Beseech the Mirror deck, I will run the traps. Ooh, it's a Dark Depths deck, so I have a chance. I have a shot. He has to thought seize these cards out of my hands. I don't have to worry about a Wasteland, which is pretty good. You got a Waste, you got a Dark Depths. Okay. Figures I run swords. Um, I'll run this bitch out. What's his worst card here? I mean, it doesn't matter how I do it, so I'll run this out. Worst comes to worst, I can just run this thing into like a token and reanimate it later and get some cards in my hand. So he knows my whole hand here. So I can't get wasted, which is really cool. He's gonna play at Liam, which is Dark Depths. Surprised he didn't take a swords there, or maybe I'm just like missing this matchup. Why wouldn't you just take a swords out of my hand? Is this a Himatorak? Pretty exciting hand with Phyrexian Dragon Engine here. I can swords my own guy in response to another Thoughtseize, get some life, but I don't want to have to do that. It's kind of like a non-bow. Damn, girl! I would have dropped that Bizatch so fast. You know what I mean? Kid took my Patillion. That was right to take my pedal, so. Oh! Is he gonna Thoughtseize me? He's gonna Hex Mage. Okay. Come on, give me a land. I still have to keep a sword, which is brutal. A painter would be fine. That's good. I can't take myself off of Dark Depths territory here. Um, I'll attack into a potential here. If I was at 21, I was going to block and then sack. That's pretty cool. Okay. I might as well do this now, get around like a crop rotation. Um, Type thing. 4 cards. You guys know depths or hex mage or whatever. You can make a token and stuff. It's unfortunate. I'm gonna turn behind here. Painter. So I can bring in Blood Moon here for sure. He knows my whole hand now except for one card. Oh, go fast! He's tapping it. I wish I was at 21. Sucks. Did I swords a token? Yeah. All right, good game. I will bring in a braid because they are wicked pithy needle happy. I'll bring in my own pithy needle. I'll bring in Magi, J Magi. I'll start hitting lands. I don't give a shit. Um, Sward is pretty good still in the matchup. I'll cut one Comet and Soul Guide Lantern. I can go. E Banger can go. So I have one cut. So I want fast mana. Swords are good. The welders are great. Pyroblast can stay. I can trim a blast, or I can trim like one of these two cards, which I don't think I want to do. I think that I'd be more upset if I drew like a Comet in this matchup. Comet's a cool card. It's just, I'd rather have a Fable. I'd rather have, even a Red Blast is kind of weak here, but I'll be in the play. Let's see what happens. Yeah, the hand's great. I have to keep it. I'm seeing this card like all the time in my opener. It's like painful, so painful. I'll play a painter out next turn. See if I can race him, dude. He might just be keeper on a strength of like a needle or something. Okay, so he gets my painter. It'd be pretty cool. He could take my abrade. You can take these two cards. Like you just don't take Dragon Engine. You probably take a braid here if you're smart. Just because I think he has a needle. I know they have needles in their deck, so like either one of these cards just gets easily put back into play. You'd rather see me use mana to use these cards, unless you have a surgical. Um, be careful here. That's a great draw. Let me see what he does with this. So he has a I have a braid up here too, which is excellent. You gotta watch out for force of vigor, crop rotation. How does it work? I don't even know. It's gonna be close, dude. I'm gonna leave Painter in my graveyard right now. Make him use his mana. I don't know what I'm playing around, but that's a good deal, right? Do it in his upkeep, I guess. Actually, I gotta play this Blood Moon. Let me see if he targets something here. Saves you that. That's perfect. It's kind of shitty here. I should probably not play Blood Moon. I just think Blood Moon is just so good, and I can just win with Blood Moon, and I can win next turn too. I think he might have a surgical. I think I'd just be safe here. Should tap for a colorless there. That's fine. All right, I can still win here. I'd rather play it like this. Probably a little sloppy. I mean, I have a feeling that there was something involved there. Like this just ends the game. Like if he had a force of vigor at some point, if he had a surgical at some point, if he had um, like an abrupt decay, if he, I don't know what I'm playing around. I don't know what these decks are doing now. I think it's safer to play this card. I could just try to win. I'd be upset that if I didn't play this card and it was like this is just a nail in the coffin, right? Like you have to kill Magus Saloon here, or and I can play Dragon Engine at the same time. A land drop would have been excellent. Um, I'll just leave a painter here. Maybe I'll just keep killing them. I can bring in a painter and then red blast something. I might just do that. Okay. Sylvan Scrying, maybe. Sylvan Scrying for a basic forest. Then I can weld in Painter and then blast it. I'll blast it in his upkeep. Actually, you know what? He's going to go to 2 cards with Force of Vigor. I don't want to give him the green on his upkeep to be able to spend it. So, like, if he gets a forest here, let's see how it goes. I'm thinking of welding in Painter, blasting his forest, and see how it goes. Let me, I'd rather have the 4/4. I'd rather have the 2/2 double strike here, so I will attack him first, and then bring in Painter on his upkeep, and then blast his forest. Good game. Draw a card. Land would have been nice there. Okay. So he's gonna try to be fast. I'm just gonna cut this card. Let me try it. Fuck it. How can I mold this hand? It's like such a mind screw. If he thought seizes me, if he has, I have white. I need a arid mesa, or actually a a um a actual plateau would be my best draw. I don't want to fetch land within my deck of lands. Things of that nature. I have fast. This is such a mind f, and I think you take. You probably should have to take Goblin Welder here, maybe. I don't even know. I know you don't take Welder here. You don't take a Painter. You probably take a Pedal or a Piece of Fast Mana here. I hate to say it. The Swords is probably the other thing too. Land, please. Oh, draw a Painter. Force of Vigor just gets me here. Give a Force of Vigor, go to 3 cards. I'll play out the Painter here. Blue. This out. I'll see what I draw. If I draw a land next turn, I can play Welder. Because that'll just insulate me through like a Boseiju type shit. I couldn't mull that hand. Can't. I have 21 lands in this deck, so. See what's up. Remains to be seen. Kid's stressing. I'm stressing a little bit too. We got my Nikes on. Tight. Oh, he's gonna bog me. That's good. Take that. Trying to build up a turn 4, it looks like. Hit me, baby. Hit me. Hit me. That's a good land. So I gotta play out Welder, I think. I'm just worried about Force of Vigor. It would just suck. Play out another Painter. I gotta play out Welder. I hate to do it, but I gotta. I'll name Black for this reason, and then I'll play Painter. And this way here, I can Boseiju. I can still get around it. I'll come in for 1. J1. J1Z. Force of Vigor just kills me, right? Hits my Saga, my Painter. Not really, kind of, but it kind of does. I have no color, except for a Petal in the graveyard. So he does. I'll hit him in his upkeep, but I might not be able to. If I draw a land, it's really good. I can still weld in a Petal for a Painter and have mana on his upkeep to get around Force of Vigor. So, like, if I don't draw a land, it's going to be 3 mana Grindstone, hit him. And then even with a Force of Vigor, I could still... He's going to hit Painter and whatever else. So, what's he got? Sylvan Scrying. What do you get here? It's going to be a Herb or Boseiju Endurance. All right, so I still got him. So I got to maybe... What's he got? A Needle? Oh, that's good. Yes. So he's got 3 cards in hand. So I can get a Plateau. That's excellent. All right, let's see what's up, kid. Oh, I named Blue too. Okay. I'll just play out another Painter. Nervously. I have to just come in here, right? Tria. J Tria. Now he can talk when he targets the dark depths here. I can blast it unless he has a thought seize, which sucks. That's good. I have to protect myself here. Unless he has a thought seize, that would just blow. And he thought seizes me for if he's smart, he has to play well. I don't think can I beat him on in a race here? Do I hit his what's he have? Oh, he's gonna do it now. So if he has even with a force of vigor, it's really good. Okay, so he's gonna get the dark depths. And then he targets the dark depths, that's fine. Good. I got lucky. See how lucky I get? It's lucky. It's all luck. That's it. I drew Pyroblast. Okay. I don't know if you can come back from that now. Cheers. I don't have another one, please. And one card. Yeah. One card. I'm still ahead of him. The only card that beats me is is there a reason not to play out? There's no reason not to play out the Fable here. If he has just crop rotation, I lose. Oh, is it a fucking beating, dude? There's no way he has one crop. If he does, it's just like so fucking unfortunate. It'll be a disaster. You have it, dude? Oh, fuck it. Ooh, he didn't have it. Good. Would have been just as belligerent. What's he have? Does he have something good here? Another oh, collector hoop is really good. I get 7 and one card. Okay. I took out oh, is that good? So I get grindstone here. And I win, right? Right to the last drop. Oh, GG's. I love you too. I know he says he loves me at games. I got lucky. Luck. That's all it is. See how it is? It's just that's why I put these cards in my deck so I can draw them and win. That's basically the way it is. That's my strategy. Put cards in my deck that I can win with, and then draw them. That's the way I like to play. I don't know. Do you guys like to play that way too? A braid. Listen, every now and then I back away from a braid, and you know what I mean. This card's pretty versatile, 3 damage. Um, so, all right, let's hit them up. Let me think about this for a little bit because I'm just worried about like the swords. Maybe I should have added like an I would never. I don't think I'd add a basic planes to this deck, but I got to be concerned about wasteland. You know what I mean? All right, let's go. Hit them up. I'm ready to go, baby. Hit me. Hit me. Ah, you motherfucker. All right, sounds good. I'll get rid of a toe. I get rid of a mountain here. I guess I just start with the plateau to get my white on, and just kind of like I mean, it gets wastelanded. It's fine, I guess. Because I'm gonna be playing. Takes a painter, huh? Okay. Start with this, I think. I have plans next turn, so I'm just gonna jam this Fable. I guess it's kind of weird, but I'm gonna make creatures and all that shit. So he has a daze. He's got me. You know what I mean? That's what it is. I'm gonna make creatures next turn anyway. So it's identifiable now. Kind of a weak play in my opinion, but I'd rather have that. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna make creatures in a wasteland. Okay, you have 6 cards. I'm gonna bat spot. Hang out for a bit, talk to me with your fucking wasteland. Thank you. All right. Um, playing poorly here. I shouldn't have played like that. It's not my fault. Your name is Squidward. Game. I'm drawing weird. I'm being put in bad positions. I think not bad, but just decisions where you know I kind of feel like I have to make these plays. You know what I mean? So like with the Fable there, I probably could have waited, but I think that between everything involved with Wastelands and just all everything, I had to just play it, and it's kind of unfortunate, but I guess in this matchup it'll be a fun game too. Um, so I'm gonna bring in like I will bring in Magus and I'll try that to show you guys how that works because they do have basics, and then he has a Death Shadow share, no white left. Okay, GG. So it is Death Shadow. Okay. So this is an opportunity to show Swords of Plowshares in a Wasteland deck. So it's like I was always ensnaring Bridge. So um, I will try Magus. I'll show you guys how this works. I think it's I'm gonna bring in. I'm not. I don't. You don't want to overload them like Red Blasts because just they don't play it. They play blue spells, but you just don't want. I've always like overboarded. Like even 5 is good, but I just cut Furies because you don't want that reanimated against you if they're still playing that card. And I will cut a blast. I'll keep in Soul Guide Lantern. Ecanist is fine. Um, Even like Magus, I'm nervous about 4 of them. Let me just. I'll cut Canist. Canist is a good card. I think Canist is more like a 4-color control deck card or like a combo deck card type thing. I hit the button way too soon there. I know I did. Let's get this back of this card. I'll use a Pyro Blast here. It doesn't get really too much better than this. I'll play Painter here, I guess. I'll name black if it resolves. See what happens here. Now, this is a good question for you guys. Would you play here? Because I was in a recent. I just know he has force of will or a daze, so it's just a matter of forcing something here, and I think I have to force the Magus to the Moon. To be honest with you, um, I'll force the Magus. Oh, I hit him. Nice kid. Damn boy. I've had situations before where it's like Fable or Magus. The kid's got 7 cards in his hand. You know what I mean? What do you do? It's like I have to like I have learned through mistakes. Maybe he's just gaming me right now and he has like a basic in his hand, but like I've learned through my mistakes that if it's Fable or like for instance, like if I had a Fable, a Mirror Breaker, and a Pyroblast here, like I wanted to set up like a Fable. Like I'd rather have a Fable out and then set up a Pyroblast. Um, or like try to get the Force of Will out first type plays. You know what I mean? Whereas like I think the play from my mistake of just trying to play out Fable, get a Force of Will out instead of the Magus, um, is almost like not the right play because you have to kind of force the Magus. Like the play is always Magus. You know what I mean? Like force negation. It's just because they can force negate something, untap. I'll get rid of get rid of one swords here just in case. Still fine, all right. Fatal push, baby. Femme fatale. Is Magus a woman? I don't think so. Femme fatale. Um, so like this card's so good, but on the draw it sucks. And with the wasteland, I'm gonna cut this card. Um, due to the fact that it's a wasteland deck, and he does play Orcish Bowmasters. Let me bring in Fury. I don't do this usually, but I'll do it. Fuck it. Try it. Well, fun. Um, and I'll bring in the Red Blast. I don't like. Well, 6 is like okay. Like it's not. I'm just telling you, like you don't want to overboard on blast. Like if the blasts line up, that's good. But I just find that all the black cards they have, it's just in the variant they're playing, it's just a really kind of an iffy card sometimes. But um, and I don't want. I mean, I have a feeling he could definitely be a Null Rod guy, but I'm not going to bring this in right now. A braid. Pithy Needle, I could name Wasteland, but I'm bringing in 4 Magus. I almost want to cut a Magus now on the draw. I mean, does he run basics? I'm sure he does. So is there any other card I want to bring in? Like, I'm already shy a card, so I have to actually bring a card in. So let me bring in the Fury. Fuck it. Let's try it. I gotta leave in Magus. Magus, I have 4 copies of Magus laying around in my deck now that like I have to like make sure it's like line up correctly. This is a great hand, dude. This hand is phenomenal, and it's like I have all the tools I need, everything, and I have to fucking bear down a little bit and play right. And this is going to be a great display of hopefully making the right decisions. Whereas we can't trip and do shit like these guys can. Find out what we need. I have what I need, but I need to make sure it's going to line up well and play it sequence correctly. Play around days, play around force of will. Of course, Thoughtseize is a wild card here because that card just completely just gets right through my plan. But like at the same time, like this is everything we're gonna need. You know what I mean? Like I have white. Engineer is fine because what am I really engineering for? Um, so of course I'm gonna play out Mountain Goblin Welder here, and I might just play out my. The thing is, if I had a Fable and Mirror Breaker, it'd be fine. Days, okay. And let me see, guys. I could have played out Mox Opal there, but I'm not gonna. See what happens, baby. Could use another land drop. I don't really want it, but what do I want to see? I might like a Red Blast. I think a Red Blast might help me here. Pyroblast. Pedal's good too, bro. Um, so no, I'm almost like getting excited. Like I can feel like the train, like a player like this is gonna try to like derail you, but I'm not gonna let it happen. So um, just take a deep breath here, see what's up. So probably waiting for a Magus of the Moon, which means he probably has Fatal Push with the fetch land up like this, and he's waiting to see. He's trying to be reactionary. And at this point, I might as well just play out my cards, I guess. Play this out. Okay. Um, I'll get a plateau here, I guess. Play out Lotus Petal. No reason not to. I'm running low on cards here, so it's fine. I could hit my own. I could hit my own engineer here, my own welder, because he could be smart. I don't know if he's even playing reanimate. Who fuck knows nowadays? And because a welder could be reciprocal and just hit my shit, so he knows my hand. Um, so that's kind of cool. You have 5 cards now. Nothing yet. Okay. Comes a bowmaster, I guess. Pretty cool. Oh, see how he did this? I told you. So he's smart. Is there anything? He's targeting my Goblin Welder. That's a smart play. I told you. But there's nothing I really give a fuck about. I can play Welder Superiority with this guy all day, which is fine. And I'd rather have him reanimate that. That's fine. I'm down with it. DTF, bro. DTF. All day, every day. These guys want to play the Welder game. It's fine. I might have to draw this card too. See what I draw. I'll draw too. And I need a Grindstone. Grindstone would be really good. Let me pay attention, make sure I'm not missing anything here. Let me draw a card real quick. Let me get around Bowmaster. This is what I'm going to do is like, he plays Bowmaster in his deck, so I'm just going to draw a card at this point so I get around that and I can weld this thing back in around his welder. Oof. I name black or blue here. I'll name black. I don't have a thing. Now he has a welder out, which I think I'm gonna have to work around a little bit here. So and there's only one artifact in my graveyard, so I have to be careful of that. So this is all shit to pay attention to. And the more I talk about it, I'll probably fuck it up because it's the way it goes. Um, if he wants like fatal push my painter and then play the welder game with me, which he's trying to think about doing, I'm talking too much, so I might fuck this up. I'm like 4 steps ahead of myself and like trying to talk about it, but like I have to be cautious of the artifact that I sacrifice on the battlefield because it does matter. You know what I mean? Like at some point, like you think the Mock Soap will be the first thing I target because it's got less significance, but that card could also be applicable. Like even a mana source being able to, like if he welds in a mana source, I'm laughing because the kid's thinking the same shit. A mana source will matter at a certain point in the game where like the double weld, like welder superiority would like make a difference. You know what I mean? Like so basically, bottom line, what I'm trying to convey to you is the target that I use on the battlefield matters most at this point because anything I put in my graveyard, like for instance, like this. All right, maybe I can weld in now. Um, I'll start hitting them now. So let me think this up. So if I weld this, let me fuck with them a little bit. I'm still just gonna play off the cuff. I'm not gonna think too much about shit. I'm just not. You know what I mean? So here I could like fatal push something here, whatever. I'm not gonna not do it. So if he like, for instance, like hits my painter for that, that's still fine. And then he hits my welder, that's bad. Still fine. Sure. He's gonna rehand me. I'll be fucked if he does. Kind of blame this fucked up. I'll wait a turn. I would never attack with that card. Um, I'll hold this. Stay in black again, I guess. You can weld in my So again, I'm telling you guys what matters in my graveyard. Stay in black again, and I'll hold the land, I guess. So anything he welds in is a painter or a soul guard lantern. That's fine. 2 cards left. I would hold that welder up, but I know if he doesn't have a clock, it's good. I'll waste that. Okay. Fable Mirror Breaker, please. Another basic land. That's pretty good, right? That's going to come in handy, I think. So I should be thinking a little more about what cards I'm playing as well. So I played Fury too. How many reanimates is he playing? That was a ballsy play, I think. Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. Okay, 7. Okay, yep. No attack, which is smart. I can't draw lands. I lose if I draw lands, man. I go to 6. I take 6 here. He's drawing a lot of lands too. That's 6, 7 damage. All right, so I'm gonna have to draw something good here. It has to be something of consequence. It can't just be something stupid. You know what I mean? Play the grindstone. I have to actually. I'll just do it on his upkeep, I guess. I have to swords this thing now. It's kind of a shame. Going back to the play where I drew a card. Well, he played well, so I can't disagree with him. So I guess this was just a straight reanimate spell for him. It wasn't like a value card that he got out of it. It was just a card for card, which is kind of a pain in the balls. I actually have to swords it, but I'll blast back here. No, if you have a hydroblast, I lose, right? Um, I think like my best card is I don't even know because he has Welder out now, so kind of fucked up. I knew it. I called it. At least I told you guys like Welder in the graveyard's an issue. What did I hit? I kept hitting shit out of his graveyard. I was wrong. I should have hit Goblin Welder. Mistake. So it was good to see. It's not like it's going to cost me the game here, but it might. I draw a painter. It sucks, you know. The land, dude. I'm gonna grind myself maybe if I can find a dragon engine. It's really good. I grind myself. I find dragon engine. Do I even have dragon engine here anymore? Either way. Either way, a painter. I lose this game. I don't think it's to the Goblin Welder either. I think it's just more to playing a little more tight earlier on. Okay. See what I draw. Land. Swords. It's not going to do much for me. All right, good game. Played well. My fault. I know how I where I misplayed shit. So all right, next game. So I should have hit welder. I even called it out. Why I didn't? I was trying to get around, I guess, Murktide region at some point. So getting the graveyard was I don't know. It's probably just listen. I figured I could play the game with him a little bit, so it's actually not probably the wrong decision there. I can't blame myself. It's kind of ridiculous that happened that way. I'm gonna play. I'll try it. Get in. Like taking his graveyard out for Murktide Regent 1x1 is pretty good. I could have stacked the Soul Guard Lantern for my own welder. I could have hit my own welder, but I just think that I figured I could play a little better of a game with him. And a lot of guys aren't privy to that stuff. They don't really know how to play well with it. So kind of a kind of a maybe even taking the welder down for a draw card. He played well. Fatal pushing the stack. That's good heads up play. Some guys don't know how to play that game, so it's pretty excellent that he played that way, and I give him credit for it. So I guess I'll just let him daze or force to will my engineer here and not care. You know, let me have it. He has force to will on him, so I'll just get a dragon engine. It's kind of getting dry now. Every time I get this card, maybe I should be getting like other things, but I um I just think that Misty Rainforest is showing me like a full color like mid range control deck type thing. So he does Wasteland. Okay, what color is he going for? Okay, so another Death Shadow deck, 5 cards. He's like, I got a Bowmaster. You ain't drawing cards, boy. I'll just get another basic here. Fuck it. Play out Painter. I guess if he goes to snuff this out, I'll let him do it. I guess I don't know. Just think the worst case scenario is like Thoughtseize after the days. uh, I don't like getting the grindstone here, but I will anyway. You have to kill Goblin Engineer here. What did he keep? I don't even know. I just, I need a land drop. He fetches, he dies, right? Unless he just drew snuff out, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to hit him here. Right here. Playing around Brazen Borrower, I guess. Um, I'll bring in Magus to the Moon again to show you guys. I probably would anyway. I'll cut Fury this time. I brought it in last time against the deck, but I like to mix and match. It's not everything is not like concrete. I mean, yeah, he plays Reanimate, just the things lined up poorly, and I think I played very poorly. Um, Not very, but not good enough. Candace can get cut. Um, I really think this guy is another Null Rod guy. The kid brought in Null Rod last game, right? Let me um let me substitute. Why did I cut one card? So let me cut one of these. Let's just try this. Like on the play, I'll bring in maybe a Braid next game. He's a Delver boy too, so there's all these different colors and variants and shit like that. Like with like all these like Death Shadow guys. So the worst card to see out of this deck is Thoughtseize, or is it? Did I see? So it's Grixis Tempo. Grixis Tempo. All right. So another thought pattern. The first thing goes through my mind is, do I want to give this guy a scry? So the days or the I don't care about Force of Will. It's either the days or the bolt. So a guy like this ain't gonna keep a hand without removal. So we know that. If it's Bowmasters, it's fine, I guess. This is how I think. I don't want to give the kid scry. So do I wait a turn with Goblin Welder? How do I play this hand? So because I drew that, it's excellent. And I mean, I don't. This is a problem with two-color deck too. It's like horrible. I'm gonna start with a basic here, and I'm not gonna play out pedal. I'll just play out the. Let me see what I want to do here. Play out grindstone. If it gets dazed, it gets dazed. Okay, cool. And then next turn I'll play around days and start to bind them up a little bit. That's the way I think. It's like, all right, I'll play out, see how the turn goes, and you know, keep this thing a 1/1 right now. Make him like freak out a little bit. What's he doing? I expect him to play a creature. It's like playing standard nowadays. Legacy. It's like Legacy's turned into standard. It's like the removal suites in these decks are ridiculous. Like it's just crazy. When Prismatic Ending came out, it was pretty cool, a good card. Like, it's good. It was always Council's Judgment. Now you have like the gamut of removal spells, and it's fine. It's good. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? But like this deck is like a welcome deck. Other decks are just like, oh my god, like the shit you have to get through. But it's all good because we all get to play together here. Maybe last game I could have played differently last match. But if you guys were in the seat right now, how would you play it? Would you force him to have it? The untaps, he bolts, your Goblin Welder gets another scry. He dazes it, gets another scry. I know he's not going to do much with Grindstone. Is he looking for a meltdown? Yes, this opens me up to meltdown. But, did I bring in Fury? I did not because I was nervous. I have no Furies in my deck. So I thought this was more D Shadow. So he's got 4 cards in here. Let's see what he's up to. Okay, I'm gonna play out the Painter here, and he has probably Wasteland. I have to play out this. I'll play out a Meltdown. I could use my swords, I guess. I'm like reluctant to play it this way. I can't pay for it. This could be a trap too. You know what I mean? Like you'd be untapping with a Wasteland here, which is really sketchy. So, or even a Meltdown. I don't think it matters though. There's Meltdown. Cool. And a Wasteland. See how that gets played out? Good to see. Good to see. I'll hit his thing here. I mean, he already has it, so. Okay, that's cool. Such bad draws, dude. He dazes this, I'll concede. Okay. Might have to melt down soon. This is another thing with two color decks. Like it's just, is this a Murktide Regent? It's like it is. And I need to draw hot here. Ancient Tomb is my best draw. Ancient Tomb is the best draw here. See if I can't rip. Watch. That's not gonna do it. Ancient Tomb like a Weldon Painter. Let me see what he does here. He even has Surgical. Let's just test him real quick. So he didn't have it. All right. No Surgical. I win the game if he didn't have Surgical there. If I had Ancient Tomb. All right, next game. So I will bring in Fury with a Vengeance here. I thought it was just like a different style of deck. I'll bring in Red Blast, get around Meltdown a little bit. Geez, I just hate to have two colors in my deck. I just think that um, I just think with I like cutting white cards. Let's just cut this card against him. That's 60 cards, right? I just like a two color deck is just very difficult against a Wasteland build. Oh, why is Magus in the Moon? Oh, I still have Magus in my deck. Fuck. I didn't get that out. I thought it was because I bought it in game two, right? I'll keep this. Damn, boy. I'm gonna start with this. Fuck it. I'm not gonna use my guide. I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna just try to play a little slower here. I guess Meltdown does get me still here, but if it's just a Dragon's Rage here, it's like the best card. It's just such a stressful turn one. Fuck that card, man. Really, fuck that magic card. Um, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna dispatch all in one turn. I think try to get him fucked up. Let's see what happens. This is good to see too, because here comes the Ponder for Wasteland. You know what I mean? I know the routine. He's gonna find it too. If he doesn't find Wasteland, it's gonna be, you know, hope he finds three more creatures right off the top. That's all. That's all you gotta pray for. You know what I mean? A lot of guys might start with a mountain there. Oh, he shuffled. Did you find it? A lot of guys will play a mountain there. You gonna attack me, bruh? Let's see what's in his graveyard. No instance yet? I'll trade with that thing. Is there a reason not to trade? So I still get Metalcraft here, right? I'll get a Mox Opal. Fuck it. Fuck it. I don't care. Or I could get, because I do the Pyroblast, I'm still going to play around Meltdown a little bit. And I'll go. Play around. Like you can daze me. If daze is good because I can pay for it and it gets them up on Murktide Region. You know what I mean? And then I'll play a Welder off a guide if he does daze me. I think I'm playing this fucked up. But I have one guide on my deck. You gonna force a will it? Okay, I'll get a Dragon Engine. Just fuck it. And then I'll fucking see if he has a Meltdown. I still have that basic. It's pretty good. We'll see. Maybe I could have started with a Welder because the Engineer is more important to me. But it costs less to activate, so it kind of matters a little bit. So I'll see. Checking me out. So if he doesn't have Meltdown, it's going to be a pretty good couple turns for me, I think. I'll be more enticed to use my mana in my cards better. And I'll play out Goblin Welder here. Good. So I have swords plus Fire Blast, which is really good considering. Comes a Murktide region, I guess. I can play around days too. It's just a Bowmaster. Sure. I might swords that. We'll see. 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to refill my hand. Let me do that. I'll swords it. Fuck it. Swords the fucking thing? Fuck it. I only live once, right? This is probably wrong, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I think that might be okay. Let's try it. He has bolts in his deck, which is fine, but let that happen. I'm just getting cards out, you know what I mean? Kind of wonky, but and I shouldn't have maggots in my deck if you guys are watching. This was left over from match game 1 where I thought he was, you know, Death Shadow, but he's not, so he's gonna bolt it. It's fine. He goes to 5 cards and 4 cards with a land. Takes him off a Murktide kinda. Um, sure. He used his Wastelands. Now I can Pyroblast his Murktide region. Just a meltdown. Sucks. I'll hit this now. Fuck it. You go to 1 card Force of Will here. Okay, cool. Delver's Secrets goes. So now I can reanimate this thing and still attack me for 1. That means I'm going to 9. I can still draw cards here. Land. Oh, it's good too. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, days. I can draw steps, kid. I deserve them. Yeah, I'll take 3 cards, please. Thank you. Graziano. Coming in. 2 lands. Fuck them. Fuck them. Take 8, bro. Take 8, right? Did I play land? I did not. J for you. Go. This thing's still a 3/3, which is kind of devastating, but whatever. So that Magus of the Moon that we just saw probably could have been a Comet, and Comet would have been much better there. Okay, 1 card. Let's see what's a Murktide region. Coming in. Motherfucker. Now, if he has a Bowmaster, another Bowmaster, I guess it's kind of cool. Zero cards. Motherfucker. Oh, Look at the top decks. Did he know this card was on top? I don't think he did. That's 7/7. So bad. It's a close game. That could have been a Comet, and I misboarded. So Comet could have won me the game there. Oof. I apologize. That's like 3 of them today. Play around force negation, but doesn't even matter at this point. I don't deserve that. I can say it. You know, it's like the kid that rips 2 Furies in a row when he's playing Red Prison. You know what I mean? I should have had that. I apologize. That Magus should definitely have been Comet 2 times in a row. Whereas I didn't take that card out. It would have been lights out. Like Comet just wins. I'm not sure how I feel about swords. I actually don't care for it in this deck at all. I just rather have a lightning bolt because lightning bolt could have won me the game. Top deck there. Um, I just think that 2 colors for like the strength, in my opinion, is the fun factor of Comet. Is E-Canonist being able to fight against Storm game 1 and like swords. Like I rather have a Ensnaring Bridge. Like a lot of guys like swords for the blue black deck, but I rather have a Ensnaring Bridge. So it just opens you up to so many issues with 2 colors. And um, previously, when I was running the Comet, it was just like a splash for basically a splash for Comet for the fun. It wasn't a necessity to get this card out. I wasn't leaning on swords as a 1-drop like part of my removal suite. So, all right, let's see what happens. I'm going to play. Yeah, hand's good. Try it. It's got Fury in it too. Fury. Um, I'll start with a fetch land. Fuck it. See if he's a wasteland deck. Definitely a wasteland deck. Sure. I just have to kill that thing, right? I guess it's fine. It's a big good matchup, I guess. I could have Fury. I can't Fury with that card on the board, but so this is like a green white deck. So Painter would be good. Try to go for my combo. Um, Dragon Engine could be fine. I have no artifacts yet. Um, I think that I'll be dumping my hand quite readily here, so I might as well just go for Dragon Engine. I just don't like doing this because it's kind of like a weak play against a deck that's trying to kill me fast too. But like I have a feeling that it's going to be, you know, Fury's a red card. Just I don't know. We'll try it this way. I have no artifact as of yet either. That's good too. I don't mind using the swords now. This kid's down to fuck too. Um, that's too bad. A little sketchy here. So if I attack into a bowmaster, it sucks. If I don't use my mana this turn, it sucks. Let me just use my mana. Fuck it. I'll play out a Fury, and then next turn I'll draw cards. I have to find a Pyroblast, um, and that's it. So I'm not going to attack into the Bowmaster play here. It looks like it could be a Dark Depths next turn as well. So kind of a weak play here, but I'm down. I'm just Bowmaster. Sure. Could have waited with that. Now that I think about it, still can't draw a card. I just talked myself into a play that I knew was going to happen. And I still can't draw cards, so I should have. Either way, I couldn't really draw cards at that point, but I could have held the Fury, which would have been nice too. So it's pressure anyway. All right, so I need like now we're the Fable of Mirror Breakers, we're the Grindstones. You know what I mean? Um, Goblins. I have 3 Welders, two. I have 4 Engineers. I think it's pretty close here. I might have to draw cards, right? If I don't play a land here, it doesn't matter. So I have to just kill him, right? Flash in a Bowmaster here. So let's see if I can't rip a fucking Grindstone next turn. Another Bowmaster. Oh shit, bro. Is that lethal anyway? Oh, I hit him. Oh, poor guy. I feel bad. A little bit. It's all about sequencing, I guess. I fucked up a little bit, but not bad. But I just kind of like that was an interesting game. I ripped the Fury too, of course. I deserve it. All right, so another good game to show you guys, I guess. Bring in Furies, and I don't know if I like Magus here. I kind of think we'll try it without it on the draw. How about that? On the draw, we'll try it. I'll bring in Pithy Needle. I think Pithy Needle is a great card. It's the Outland Liberator. Hits the Safekeeper, right? Hits all types of shit. So this will be a good game. I get 2 cuts, which isn't bad. It's really good. I'll bring in a Braid too, because a Braid's really versatile. And I'll cut Canonist, Chamomile Tea, and I'll cut like a Red Blast here, and I'll cut 1 Comet. I'll bring the Comet in. I'll bring the other Comet in. It was a bad game, I know. It was sloppy, but I won, so I'm happy about it. Yeah, let's try it. I could cut the other red blast here. Let me do that. I like that. I'll bring this Comet. Comet's just a fucking house, dude. He's just a house. It kills creatures too, so it's pretty good. A lot of guys pyroblast like the Dark Depths combo and shit, which I don't like relying on. I think it's kind of a trap, but stands pretty good. You know, if I had LED in my deck, I'd be more apt to want to run like Urza Saga Grindstone. But I don't feel that power behind these cards. Like with Strawberry Shortcake, it's really good because I know I have power. Like not to say this deck doesn't have the power, but like I have explosiveness, which I can like play too. Like just playing Urza Saga out, hoping for like a Mox Opal or a Petal or like whatever. Like it'd be like Urza Saga Grindstone. I feel great about it. You know what I mean? But I can't do that right now because of the way dangs are. Throw them dangs. You know what I mean? So. I do want to set up a Pyroblast, Painter Servant play. Goblin Welder's kind of weak. Because I have Urza Saga, I will start out with a Grindstone and just kind of like work around a Force of Vigor, I guess. And next turn I can play out like Goblin Welder or Urza Saga play. Play around Wasteland a little bit. Gotta build up my mana. That's why I like these red cards, these basics here. When am I playing around crop rotation? I'm gonna build up some mana here, guys. See what happens. Get around this. Burp them a little bit, per se, Perse. Is there like a little, like, what do you call it on top of the E? Which way does it go? This way or this way? I don't know. Oh, it's a Bowmaster. I forgot. Okay, swords is even better. Treat them. Treat them. 3 cards. Okay, now I'll dispatch Painter at this point. What's this? A Knight of the Reliquary? That's fine. You got two cards. Um, Now his white source and his black source are tied up, it looks like. And I can just hit him with a Urza Saga hit. Collect the roof. Or is it a green sun? I might have to just counter that. 1. Get 2 cards. Even through his swords, I can still win, right? I'm going to play around Force of Vigor here, but it doesn't matter even with like so with the Saga trigger on the stack, he can do something. But let me with 2 cards, it's either swords or endurance, and I will play around Wasteland here, I guess. So let me fetch first. I'll just do this on my turn. I got to think about everything he's doing. Um, you got have to exile. Yeah, unless you have endurance in your deck. So he has endurance. It's fine. Your 1 card is endurance, and you don't have a green card, so you can't cast endurance, right? You have endurance. You can't. You can get a green out of you. You can't even get a green source out of your deck. So good games. I swear I've been playing Magic for 7 years, but sometimes you'd never know. Um, Lined up well. Sometimes it doesn't line up well. A lot of times it lines up bad, where it's like the guys get everything in a green white deck. It's like boom, 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 boom. You know, a really good green, and I'm going to say this: a really good green white depths player or like Maverick player is a work of art. It's so nice to watch. A guy that knows his deck, knows cards, knows how to play around things because you're using such good cards to mitigate against um, craziness. Like you're using like Night of the Reliquary is like an obscurely great card. We all know that. Like the cards that come out of these decks are very, very good. And a player that plays in a an unfolding way is beautiful because it really tests your skill level as a painter or even a Magic player as to how and what this player wants to do. Some people just jam cards, but like these guys can really like sandbag cards, put things in a position where it's almost unbeatable because I think green white has a great interactive. It's meant to be very interactive in very healthy ways. I say it all the time. I think Bowmaster has really given that deck a boost, and so on and so forth. So there you go. Like lands players, I started playing Legacy. It was like lands all the time, lands, lands, lands. Like guys, I'd drive 45 minutes and there'd be kids with like $8,000 Magic decks playing lands, and it was like, okay, I was playing like I thought I was all cool because I was playing like Grixis Delver and shit, and like the punishing fires, like the wasteland on like Tabernacle, crop rotation and response, like the beatings. I would learn like all the time, like how to play around stuff, and like watching a good lands player, watching a good green white player is phenomenal. It's a work of art. It's a great display of legacy magic, and it's a great display of cards. I think it's a lot to be respected, and I'll put myself out there and say it. You guys hear me cry a lot about decks, but green white is one of my favorite decks. I'll be on the play. See Comet, baby. I can't keep this hand, bro. Try this though. Uh, I could put a land on the bottom. Let's do that. Fuck it. Play grass. This is such a weak start for me, but whatever. I could have put down the swords, but whatever. Force negation, do it. He let me have it. It was nice of him. What's his name? Capitano. Sounds Irish. Delver boys. So when I put down the mountain, kind of could have used that. Oh, it's burn, kid. Oh, we got a nice fury coming up. I wouldn't mind a basic here. What's he have like coming in? What's he have like gut shot and shit in his deck? This will be fun. No attacks on a hasty prowess guy. Does he play Wasteland? You think? I'll play this guy. Fuck it. I'm gonna keep this red blast. I don't care. I'm gonna have the Fury's board. It looks like at some point, so I'm just gonna F6. Keep this blast for a fossil will. See how long it takes him to make up his mind. What are we in round 5 here of a league? Who knows? He's probably in the Caribbean right now, hanging out with his sandals on. You know what I mean? Palm trees in the air, all types of shit. Land me, please. Good. He's like, what did he put in his hand? What did he put in his hand? What did he do? There's a saga. Okay, I know what's in his hand now. You gonna play a land, buddy? The wasteland. Okay. You gonna waste me? Waste you? Listen to me. When I used to play like Delver and shit, like it's all about how you wasteland somebody. It's all about, do you like just abruptly like reach your whole arm, your whole forearm into the your private space, or do you like tab it like this, just kind of like waste you, or do you just sit there in front of yourself and say waste the underground sea? Do you say it? How do you say it? It's all about how you do it. You know what I mean? All right, 5 cards. Should I wait for another Fury? Maybe I shouldn't. 17. Fuck it. Could be weird. Now, if he has a free spell and gut shot, I lose, right? Get a painter. You know what? I'll get a. I think he has a bolt. I imagine he has a lightning bolt. So I'm just gonna. I'm gonna hold the painter in a wasteland. So I'm not gonna put myself in that kind of position where it's like I get wastelanded again. Um, and he has a lightning bolt. So just put me really far behind. So I'm just gonna. I mean, unless I just draw Ancient Tomb and he has no removal or a wasteland, which is kind of rare in a aggro deck like this. Cool. I need a land, please. Oh, that's good too. We have the win next turn. A land would be the best draw. Ancient Tomb in particular. If he has a Wastelands, let's see if he has a Daze here. I have to play it like this. Blue. I'll just take 2 damage, I guess. I can get a Mox Opal off my Saga. Um, I'm just waiting for the kid to respond and act and continue this symphony of life, congruency to the great wheel in the sky. What else can I say? No Wasteland is excellent. So a land would win me the game, I think, because I get a Mox Opal. I can also weld out the removal spell on Painter and be able to grind him, even with a Red Blast as well. A lot of different plays here. And a Lava Spike, so he has a burn deck going to me. It's like a burn deck with a brainstorm in it. So imagine, like, what's he playing? He must have like a top end, like, double red guy that comes in, like, dragon or some shit, right? I can't imagine you'd substitute brainstorm for any type of burn in your deck. You know what I mean? Like, am I just gonna die here? That's 2, 4. He's got 2 cards in hand. I just take it. Fire Blast brings me to what? 8. Okay. Land, please. Land. Land. Get a Mox Opal here. He's got 2 cards. Is this a new card? Yeah, it's a new card, right? So Days, Price of Progress, Monastery, Swift Spear. Should I bring in Mindbreak Trap? Bring in Fury. And I think he's going to bring in Null Rod. But we'll hold off on that. And we'll have a little fun. No, wait. He did play Wasteland. Um, Candace isn't a bad card here. And I'll just cut one of these in the draw. I could bring in a red blast. I don't think I'm going to. Let me bring in a. Oh, I hate to bring in a braid here. We'll try it like this. Even like Soul Guide Lantern, I could cut for like. He was a blue deck, but he wasn't too heavy blue, so I'll just leave it like this. I mean, Soul Guide Lantern is a cheap artifact and cycles. I probably should have cut that for a braid. I just have 4 swords in my deck. I have Furies. I just, I want to keep, you know, keep things regular. We'll try it. Fuck it. We'll see what happens. I'm on the draw. See if he hits me with like a brainstorm or ponder. What's this? A greedy? Goblin greedy? You gotta have a turn one play with this deck. Does he play days? I should. He does play days. This is a bad hand to keep. We'll try it anyway. Greedy. What am I picking off? Clean my deck, baby. Wouldn't mind a bolt here or fury would be excellent. Soul Guide Lantern, which could have been the abrade that I could have used to remove this Goblin Welder, mind you. This kid played fucking retard. I knew I shouldn't have kept this card in. You gonna daze me, bruh? Alright, I'll play out Soul Guide Lantern, and because I have to get around like the Eidolon effects as well, and go. I'll just run out the Fable into a daze next turn, and see how it takes me. If I rip like a Soul Land, I'll draw a card off of. Let's see if I can't rip a Fable here. I forgot to really study his deck. I did study his deck, but I want to see if he had like other counter magic. Still waiting for him. Sorry, guys. It's taking forever. We'll try to get through this match together. You know, probably looking off to a nice sunset wherever he is. You know what I mean? Beautiful, beautiful, like ocean. You know, beautiful weather. I can only imagine when he's disconnected. Too bad. Um, Still waiting. We'll see how long it takes. What else can we talk about? I have to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of swords in this deck at all. I probably won't do it again, but it's like my first time doing this main deck. Um, I just don't think it adds the for me having 2 colors like this. I know guys are playing red black, but the ensnaring bridge is a silver bullet against the blue black decks with where you would want, I think, a swords of plowshares effect. Um, so like you're getting discarded now with blue black, so they're gonna discard your swords. Um, it's an answer to the troll. I get it. I just think that there's fewer answers for ensnaring bridge than there are for like the discard and stuff like that. And I think if you can align your goblins correctly and kind of get a jump on things, you should be able to get there. I've won so many games with Ensnaring Bridge. And swords, the other cards that swords is good for, like Merit Lage and shit, it's okay. I'm not like I never really had too many issues with it where I want swords in my deck. Lightning Bolt as a finisher, and it's a red spell. It's clean. It's just much more advantageous in my opinion. And for those of you who like 2 color decks, it work a lot. It's working for some guys, which is good. But I just, personally, I'd rather have um, a different style of approaching things, maybe. So I do think Mindbreak Trap is a must right now between all the Storm variants. I haven't seen much Reanimator lately. I've seen a lot of Bean decks. I almost like if I was to run a white card, it'd be like I would think like a Spirit of the Labyrinth would be a great card to run nowadays because I just think that the Beanstalk decks are really tough decks to beat once they get going. So, and they're getting even more explosive with like Cascade cards and things of that nature. Still waiting for this guy. He joined back up. He played a land, and he's just staring at my screen again. And his clock is his clock, but Saturday morning I got stuff to do. I gotta push these guys along a little bit. See what happens. There it is. We have action. He's alive. He's alive. Okay, nice mountain. Okay, sure. We have 4 cards left. I might have to cycle for a Fury here. Maybe. You know what? I'll leave. I'll get a Fable out turn 2 here. Goblin Engineer is good. Um, I'll play it on days, I guess. Let me. Kind of a bad play here, but whatever. I'll get a Painter, I guess, or even a Grindstone. We'll see. Let me see what I get. I'll bring this in. Fuck it. Like my go-to. I'm probably gonna lose this game anyway, so see how it goes. These Fables gonna kill me. Playing fast, making decisions. Could have been Grindstone because there's less Grindstones in my deck, and I have a better opportunity to draw on Painter. Um, but we'll see. The Soul Guide Lantern could have been a Braid. Tough game too. Okay, I can't do much. I take 4 here. See what I rip off the top. I kind of need a Fury here. My next 2 draws have to be very important. I'm playing around days as well. There's a Fury right off the top, kid. We'll see. You know, Fossil will. I have to. Should I cycle? I don't want to cycle. Let's see what happens. Play around days. See how happy I get to fucking catch fucking Fury and Fable too. A lot of guys love it. And days me, bro. And I can re up next turn with Dragon Engine if it makes sense. That insulates me against like a hasty like Swift Spear. I'll block all day. What's he have? Like a Stifle? A Bolt? Yeah, I'm at 4. It's gonna die anyway. What's he have? Price of Progress? I did see Price of Progress in his deck, right? Or a did I see Fire Blast? Okay. I'll discard both these cards. Draw here. Stupid days. I was looking for his swords, but I can't, you know. What I can do is I can well back in Dragon Engine next turn if I'm lucky, and I don't die to a lightning bolt or something. That Soul Guide Lantern was brutal. I wonder how many people tuned in and like, oh, what's that Soul Guide Lantern doing in your deck on the battlefield? Okay, again, got me. You off your cards, see what happens. All right, I'll bring in the Abrade. We'll bring in Comet, have some fun. Um, and what did I say? I wanted to cut this card, and Canonist is just not great. Let me cut the Robust. I'll just make creature tokens. Fuck it. It's really good. It's really good. This is a line for me because I have the Fernacci, and I can actually go for like a Mox Opal at some point, finish him off with Comet. So I'll be taking some damage, but it's all right. If he has Price of Progress, it's really good. I'll play the pedal out. And next turn, I'll play out the Tomb. It'd be nice to draw like another Lotus Petal. It'd be really cool. So I don't. I have a feeling this kid's just gonna ignore um, the creature tokens. But we'll see. You guys play Wasteland. I forgot. Oh, it's a Wasteland. That's pretty good. You gonna hang out and watch my saga? Good play. Surprising this guy's playing Wasteland in that deck, but um, again, I'm worried about like. There's no sense in not playing. I'm worried about like should I not play out Great Furnace, but I think it's worth it because it does add if I draw a Mox Opal or something, or because you got to think about it like when you're making your next 3 or 4 land drops, like it does matter what the second land drop was because if I decided to play around Wasteland, and not play like a plateau or a second color or whatever it was, and you needed that just to be in play, and you skipped the turn off doing that, and it's kind of like a tempo thing. Okay, comes Comet. No days. What you got? Foster Will? Is it Painter? Play it. All right, baby. First time casting Comet today. Got 3 copies in my deck. Welcome home, baby. I've missed this card. Oh, I get another roll. All right, let's meditate. Oh, I get another roll. I'm gonna dome this kid for 20 in 1 turn. Watch. Oh, I dome this kid for 9. Right? Hit him 1 time. Oh, I hit him for 7. Do I get another roll? Oh, greedy motherfucker. I'm the burn deck, bro. To ya. Oh man, you're at 2. What do you got? Maybe I should have. Yeah, if he has to kind of aim things at Comet now. Maybe I should have left 1 back. He's at a Wasteland. You got 1 red spell to cast. What are you casting? Swifty? What do you have anything free you can cast? You can't attack, right? You waste me? Sure. 'Cause 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 Oh, he's attacking it. Oh, he's coming to me. 18. God bless you. Like style, like a berserker. What we got? All right, good game. This thing bugs out. All right. All right, guys. Good games. Was it a 4-1? Not bad. My loss was to this guy who played very well, which was black blue. I called it with the Goblin Welder. It's good to see it. Um, I had the opportunity to weld out to hit my Goblin Welder in my own graveyard for the foreseeable future. I did not do that. I chose to go the Murktide Regent route, which probably was better because I figured I could outdraw and outplay him with my own welder. So I think the problem, I got to go back and look at it, but from my perspective, it was like, okay, well, I can play this game, and I think letting my Goblin Welder down for a turn like that and drawing a card was the decision point. And a guy that's good like this, and he played very well with the Fatal Push. That's why it's always kind of like the supremacy I talk about. But I took a greedy route. But again, it's good to see it. A couple other players could have played a little better. I drew well, but a fun game, fun match. I've been playing. I different back and forth. 3 Karn, 2 Karn. 3 Welder, 4 Engineer, 3 and 3. This and that, and the other thing. But metagames, a lot of Beanstalk decks out there. I still see blue black, Delver, Storm is always an issue. But the metagame is pretty good. But hope you guys doing well. Join the Discord, and I'll catch you guys next time. Be safe, and I love you guys. Bye.